Hello, you're watching ERi-TV. Welcome to English News Broadcast. These are the top stories. Eritrea participated at the 8th Ministerial Conference of China-Africa Cooperation. 17 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today. New cases of Omicron variant accelerate. And China-Africa Ministerial Conference convened. The local news. Eritrea's senior delegation, composed of Foreign Minister Osman Saleh and Head of PFDJ Economic Affairs, Mr. Hagos Gebrehewet, participated at the Forum on Africa-China Cooperation, or FOCAC, held in Dakar, Senegal from November 29 to 30. The 8th Ministerial Conference of FOCAC was held under the theme Deepening the Sino-African Partnership and Promoting Sustainable Development to Build a China-Africa Community with Shared Future in the New Era. The agenda was to evaluate the implementation of the follow-up actions of the 2018 Beijing Summit and the situation of China-Africa solidarity against COVID-19 and plan the direction of China-Africa relations in the next 3 years and beyond. On the margins of the FOCAC Ministerial Conference, Foreign Minister Osman Saleh met with his Chinese counterpart, Foreign Minister Wang Yi, while Mr. Hagos also held further discussions with the Chinese Minister of Commerce, Mr. Wang Buntai, and Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Deng Li. In all the discussions, the two sides underlined the imperative of bolstering multilateralism, their opposition to interference in internal affairs of sovereign states and use of unilateral coercive measures. They also agreed to further expand their bilateral economic cooperation. We have an announcement from the Minister of Health. 17 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and tests carried out today at quarantine centers and testing stations in the southern, central, and Gashbaka regions. Out of these, 11 patients are from testing stations in Mandefra 4, Arazat 2, Adhwala 2, and Dagirgis 2, and Maidema 1, southern region. 5 patients are from quarantine centers 2 and testing station 3 in Mahal Katema, Santata Oto, and Spades Center region. The last patient is from testing station Barun 2, Gashbaka region. On the other hand, 12 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the central region have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 7,096, while the number of deaths stands at 60. And the total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 7,358. Ministry of Health, Asmara, November 30, 2021. Nationals residing in Israel conducted a seminar on November 27, focusing on the objective situation in the homeland as well as regional developments. At the seminar, in which hundreds of nationals took part, the Charge d'Affaires at the Eritrean Embassy in Israel, Mr. Solomon Kinfe, gave an extensive briefing on the overall resilience program being conducted, the role of nationals abroad, and on the external interventions that are hampering regional peace and cooperative developments, as well as on the integrated effort being undertaken in foiling the conspiracies being encountered. Participants stated that they realized that the challenges being encountered in the region are caused by external interventions and condemned the unjust and unlawful unilateral sanctions the U.S. administration has declared on Eritrea. The nationals also expressed conviction to reinforce organizational capacity and resilience to foil the external conspiracies against Eritrea and strengthen contribution for the successful implementation of the national programs. In related news, nationals residing in Calgary and Saskatoon, Canada, conducted a meeting reinforcing their organizational capacity and thereby strengthening participation for the successful implementation of the national development drives. The nationals have also organized a memorial service on the passing away of veteran freedom fighters, Mr. Alami Mohammed Saeed, PFDJ Secretary, and Brigadier General Nagash Tasfatzion. Financial and material support was extended to families of the martyrs who are disabled veterans as well as needy families in Foro subzone. Speaking to ERINA, the head of the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare branch in Foro Sabzon, Mr. Dini Omar said the program is part of the financial material support the branch has been extending to enable needy families become economically self-supportive. Mr. Dini also said that at the mid of the year, the branch, in cooperation with the Ministry of Marine Resources, extended 6,000 nakfa each to 4 families to the martyrs, and said the number of families to the martyrs, war-disabled veterans, as well as needy families with livestock. Regarding students from needy families, Mr. Dini said 50 students were provided with educational materials in the 2021-2022 academic year. Mr. Zeresgina Mariam, head of Social Welfare Unit in Foro Sabzon, said supporting families of martyrs, war-disabled veterans, as well as needy families is not to be left to the government alone, and called on the society to strengthen contribution and express readiness to support the beneficiary families in their endeavor to transform their socio-economic livelihood. Likewise, the Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare branch in Shu'aib Sabzon has extended educational material support through 350 needy students and extended material support to 39 needy students, rather citizens in the area. The Ministry of Labour and Social Welfare branch in Ginda extended educational material to 250 students in the Sabzon. This is according to further reports. Now back with international news after a short break. Welcome back. Global concerns have been growing as infections related to the new highly transmittable Omicron COVID-19 variant continue to spread throughout the world, with a number of countries enforcing new control measures and entry bans. Cases of the variant have been reported in countries including the Netherlands, Denmark, Britain, Canada, Israel, Botswana, and Australia, even as more countries impose travel restrictions to keep the new variant out. The French Health Ministry reported 8 suspected Omicron COVID-19 cases among passengers who tested positive after their trips to Africa over the past 14 days. The third case of the Omicron coronavirus variant has been confirmed in Britain. The UK Health Security Agency confirmed on Sunday. The British government said it will convene an urgent meeting of the G7 health ministers over the variant. China and Africa should fight COVID-19 in solidarity, deepen practical cooperation, promote green development, and uphold equality and justice. This is according to Chinese President Xi Jinping. Xi made the 4 proposals when addressing the opening ceremony of the 8th Ministerial Conference to the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation via video link. Xi hailed the spirit of China-Africa friendship and cooperation, saying it reflects the two sides' experience of sharing will and provides a source of strength for furthering China-Africa ties. The programs will cover medical and health, poverty reduction, agricultural development, trade promotion, investment promotion, digital innovation, green development, capacity building, cultural and people-to-people exchange, as well as peace and security. Iran's top negotiator and Deputy Foreign Minister Ali Bagheri Kani expressed optimism yesterday amid a fresh round of Iran nuclear talks amid the reviving the 2015 nuclear deal after a pause of more than 5 months. Representatives from China, Russia, France, Germany, Britain, and Iran started the long-delayed talks over the nuclear deal, formerly known as the Joint Cooperative Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, at the Palace Berg Hotel in Vienna, Austria yesterday. Iran's new negotiating team has set out demands for the revival of the nuclear agreement, including the removal of all U.S. sanctions, verification mechanisms for the removal of embargo, and guarantees from the United States that the next administrations will not breach the deal. The Canary Islands Volcano Institute released video of red-hot lava and molten rock from Canberra Vija volcano flowing rapidly at 1 meter per second. The volcano on the island of La Palma first erupted on September 19 and has been active ever since, showing no sign of abating. La Palma local authorities said the lava stream has engulfed 1,115 hectares of the land so far, and the eruption had damaged or destroyed nearly 2,700 buildings, forcing the evacuation of thousands from their homes on the island. The Canary Islands Volcanic Emergency Plan said the new lava stream emerged from the northwest of the volcanic cone. And now a reminder of the top stories. Eritrea participated at the AIDS Ministerial Conference of China-Africa Cooperation. 17 patients diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today. New cases of Omicron variant accelerate. And China-Africa Ministerial Conference convened. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.